much more. It's all about Star Wars next. Just wouldn't be me if I didn't speak about a Star Wars topic on a show at least once. Sometimes multiple times in the one show. It's all about the High Republic. I think I was calling it the New Republic not too long ago. That's already been done in the sequel trilogy. It's a fresh start that Star Wars needs. This is not my words, but this is the words of Cinema Blend, and this is what they've had to say. They've had this to say. No, not that. It says, there you go, the High Republic is a fresh start for that Star Wars has been waiting for. It's a terrible, terrible headline. The fresh start Star Wars has been waiting for. Too many S's, too many T's in that headline. Get your shit together, Duck Libby, or whatever your name is. But I'm not going to read all this, because that's absolutely tedious. I'm just going to hit the beat by beat plot points they've done in this article. A new look at the Jedi Order. Yep. Anyone that's been a fan of the old Republic, you'll understand that when you delve back into the history of this galaxy, there's a scope for more and more Jedi, more and more Sith, some right good battles and stuff like that, getting into the mythology and the lore, going to all of these Dathomir and planets like this. Absolutely possible we'll get a new look at the Jedi Order, what they were doing 200 years ago. Did they have these similar no emotional attachment thing going on that Yoda and his cohorts had in the prequel trilogy at that era? All of the hubris, as Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker says, of the prequel era. It's going to be interesting to see a new look at this very familiar order. The colourful sort of characters and creatures we're going to have. The one thing I don't like, and it's interesting, but I'm going to go right down here just to see if I can find this image. There was a honking image. There it's there. What the hell is that? I'm not talking about the woman, I'm not talking about the guy to the right, or even this random ship that looks as though it's ready to crash land right into them. I'm talking about that on the left hand side there. That's a Wookiee. And it's clutching a lightsaber. What's going on here? Wookiees can't be Jedi. That's wrong. Wookiees are space dogs. They can't sense the Force. They can't clutch a lightsaber. They're big, cumbersome, sort of. What do you call those things? Sloths. They're just clumsy. They can't be clutching a lightsaber, man. That's a disaster waiting to happen. So right off the bat, they need to cut that shit out. If that's going to a movie, you can't have a Wookiee Jedi. Get that to. So no, I'm not having that. But then you have this, an interesting and diverse new enemy. Again, I don't agree with this. I'm excited. I think it is. I actually agree with them in the main. I think the High Republic is a chance for a fresh start for Disney and Star Wars. It's a new timeline. It's disconnected from the Skywalker saga. It's new locales, potentially, a new part of the galaxy. There's new stuff happening, teeming life forms we've perhaps not seen. New heroes, new antagonists, new protagonists, if you like. That is a chance for a new start, and that's exactly what Disney need. They have to begin off into a new era, into a new locale, not burdened with the history and the mythology of the Skywalker saga, what George created. But I don't agree with this shit here. An interesting and diverse enemy. He goes on again, injecting identity politics into this. Get that away from Star Wars, man. No, it was always for everyone, Star Wars. Stop injecting that shit into it. We don't need 21st century pish in Star Wars. Keep that out. This is what he's had to say. Awful lot of white dudes basically tanning the Galactic Empire in that group. The Empire was a powerful force in the galaxy, but once you cut out the likes of Darth Vader, they were just a bunch of human soldiers dedicated to the Emperor's goal of total domination. Being a human first organisation was part of their deal, but it makes the Empire far less interesting to watch or read about. I don't agree with that. I thought the Empire was a very interesting organisation, almost a sort of satirical look at the Third Reich and what they were doing. You can laugh at these people, but they're to be watched as well in equal measures because they're dangerous. Fascism is dangerous when it takes that form. It's the same with the Empire. You can laugh at them in their goofy stormtrooper suits they can't shoot, but they're also to be reckoned with too. So I don't agree with that. There was some multiple characters within the Empire that were very interesting as a side to Darth Vader and the Emperor. You had Grand Moff Tarkin, you had, what was his name again? I'm blanking on it. Veers? General Veers. You had various different characters, interesting figures in the Empire. And then, of course, when you go into the expanded universe and Rebels, you've got the likes of, I'm blanking on his name again, absolutely shocking. Jeez, boy guy, unbelievable, man. I'm blanking on his name. I was just talking about it. Thrawn, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Just talking about him the other day. So there's multiple characters within that Empire that were very interesting, and they're going to have the work cut out for them in this new generation of storytelling, getting a worthy antagonist and organisation that's on a par with an empire and the emperor in general. So I don't quite agree with that, but I agree with the general gist, man. The High Republic has limitless potential. It does. It really does. And it's what they need. Without repeating myself, this is what Disney need. They have to put their own stamp on Star Wars, on the galaxy, in a part and in a time when there's nothing already done to sort of compare it to. That's when, if they get the right filmmakers in, if they can get a Favreau and a Filoni and a Taika Waititi, a Robert Rodriguez, other people in who have been involved in The Mandalorian and stuff, I see no reason why it can't be a success. Just keep Rian Johnson away from it. Actually, I take that back. If Ryan's not got Luke Skywalker and 40 years of legacy and mythology to screw up, then it may actually work, because look at what he's done with Knives Out, as I keep saying, and Brick and Looper. He's a great director, and even The Last Jedi had elements that worked, that I enjoyed. Visually, the most impressive Star Wars movie to date. But look, I digress. I'm going to move on to the